everybody, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching. And if you're new, welcome. If you've been subscribed to me for a while, I just wanted to let you know that yes, I know this is only my second video this year, but and it's August, but we have been experiencing some health issues and just some things going on in life, and so I just haven't been as creative as I would like to be and been able to share with you as much as I'd like to. So I say that so you guys will stick in there and hang in there with me. Keep following, keep subscribing, and I will get back to normal, I promise. It might take a little bit while longer yet, but I hope you hang in there with me. So I have a pocket letter to share with you. And if you're not familiar with pocket letters, they are typically made with 9 pocket page protectors that fit in a 3-ring binder. And I mention this because I was completely oblivious to pocket letters until a couple years ago. So I don't know where I've been, but I just didn't know. So I think it's a wonderful idea. It's a great way to give a gift. It's a great way to swap with somebody. And that's typically what they're used for, is to gift or to swap. And they're called pocket letters because on this top left pocket you do leave a letter for the recipient in the back. And typically when I'm doing a swap, there is a theme or something for the pocket letter, and then they will say, write about your last summer vacation, or write about your favorite candy, or whatever. Sometimes it goes along with the theme of the swap. But typically there is a letter put inside this top pocket. And so I've just put mine in this little pocket I created on the back of the card. And I added this tag, and this tag has my information on there on the other side. But I like to do this because I like the back of the pocket letters to look as pretty as the front. It might not be embellished like the front, but I do want it to be pretty, so if they are keeping it in a binder, when they flip through their pocket letters, it's going to be pretty on the back as well. And with the Minte papers, that's not hard to do. And I did use Minte, like I said, and it's the Florabella collection. I used this 6x6 pad. I still have quite a bit left. It didn't take much to do this. Excuse me, if you're not familiar with Minte, they do have fussy cut elements on the back side of the front cover, which I've cut up and used those throughout the letter. And then they even have excuse me, these large journaling cards on the back cover, and they had one other sheet of these inside the paper pad as well. And then I also have these smaller journaling cards, and these smaller journaling cards have little frames on the back, which I have fussy cut one of those out and used it right here on the back side there. So that's a really fun element. And so anyway, there's a lot to use and to fussy cut out on these gorgeous papers, and that's the same with every Minte collection, I would say. But when I first started using them, I thought, how in the world do people cut up images like this? I used to think you had to use them just like this, because how would you cut that up? And then I realized people were just cutting them up. So I'm like, oh, okay, I can do that. So it took me a while to figure it out, but anyway, so you can see here I've just cut this little bit of the image here on this corner to fit in this pocket, and then the same here, I just cut this window out to fit in the pocket. And no, I don't get the full window in there, but that's okay. And then I took a second piece of paper of the same image and did another fussy cutting, and then I fussy cut around the flowers so they do hang over the pocket a little bit. But I thought that was a nice touch, and then I just gave it some dimension. I popped it up with some scrap paper, but you could use foam or chipboard or whatever you have. Just scraps are easy because it gets rid of the scraps as well. And I've done that in a couple of places. I did that here. I fussy cut out a second piece of this image there, And then with this horse here in the corner, let's see. Okay, just because I want to show you, I can't find the paper. Oh my goodness. Right here. You can see how I fussy cut that out and just put it on top to give it some dimension. And I used to think when I first started doing pocket letters that everything had to be contained in the pocket, because I noticed on Pinterest that originally people were folding them up like this, and I got to be careful how I fold. But people were folding them up and sending them the mail, you know, like that, in one of those legal size envelopes. And but you know, I've noticed that lately people have put a lot of dimension on the top and maybe covered two pockets with one dimension, and so you know they're mailing them like this. So that was an eye opener for me, because then I was like, I can do so much more with the dimension. It makes it is so much more fun for me. And so I started layering on the top. I don't always layer on the top, but I do a lot now. And so that's what I've done here. So everything that's layered on the top, I've distressed with my scissors to give it a more shabby look. And then I've added some lace and some cheesecloth. I just had a big wide piece of lace that I ripped up. And I tried to get the scallop sides on some of the edges. But, you know, I just have the middle parts. And then the one edge, I just ripped off the white strip of the one edge and made a little ribbon that I've tied in a bow here and then also here. So my stupid bandaged finger. But anyway, and then I've used those larger journaling cards. I've cut the frames out here, here, and here, and the smaller journaling cards here, here, and here. And then I have a lot of them on the back because I just had wanted to use them all up. And so anyway, yeah, that was all there was to it. So I hope you guys like it. Oh, and I did use some clear stickles here and there, mostly on the locket here and the flowers. So anyway, I hope you guys like it. And this just happens to be, if you're unfamiliar with pocket letters, they don't have to be shabby. They can be any style, any theme. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you've heard of pocket letters, or were you as oblivious as I was? Am I the only one? And are you familiar with mint tape papers? Have you used mint tape before? They're so beautiful. So I'd like to hear from you, and then also if you are a YouTube contributor and a crafter and you want to swap a pocket letter with me, let me know, and we can talk about it. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.